Tough, hard-fought game. I give Arkansas credit. I thought they played very good. They played very hard, and Daniel Gafford was a really, really tough handle for us today. He pretty much neutralized the game, at any point in time, and he was dominant, which is something that obviously is going to help us moving forward in defending a caliber big like that. For us, 18 turnovers. You can't win on the road with 18 turnovers, and I would say, half of them are ones that we really tried to emphasize with numbers or inbounding the ball or playing against the pressure that you can't get sped up, overdrive and charge, or overdrive and attack a shot blocker rather than make the simple kick out or the easy assist. So we can learn from this. It's an early season game in a great environment. We're down bodies and played a lot of young guys, so hopefully this experience, speeds us up for better competition as we keep going through non-conference. But, we had a shot to win the game, had a tap to win the game, and had an unfortunate, don't run back or an unfortunate call in general just to put them to the line with 2.5 seconds.
How much did this, I don't know if expose is the right word, but how much did this just kind of shine a light on some of the depth issues you guys are dealing with right now? Not only that, but just, freshmen too.
It is what it is. We don't have the bodies, so there's no reason to worry about it. If we get the bodies back, we become deeper, can obviously play a lot harder. You have freshmen on the road playing 38 minutes, Al's playing 36 minutes against that type of pressure for 40 minutes. It's tough, and it hurts you on both ends. You not only do you need the push on offense, but you also need the ability to defend in the last 8 minutes of the game. And but I give our guys credit. They fought. Juwan did an excellent job coming out of a really tough start and found a way to kind of impose his will in the game without his second half, especially last 12 minutes. We probably would have been down by a little bit more. But we clawed back. We fought. Just weren't good enough here. And some of the experience level that these guys are getting, they'll be more valuable down the line.
I guess it's just going to follow up on that. What can some of these young guys do maybe here when you don't have the bodies? I know they can't control the injuries, but what could they do to maybe try to learn from an experience like this? Well, you do have to play a little bit shorthanded.
Well, they got to. At the end of the day, they got to be accountable. They're learning on the run. You're going against press offense against a great pressing team. You're running against. You're playing defense against motion for the first time. You have a true big inside that, it's just the whole deal. You're going through things that for the first time, that's their first true road game against that type of pressure. It's something that will make them better moving forward. But you're on the road, you got to learn how to play through it. And, the biggest thing for those guys is defensively and then offensively taking care of the ball. Romeo, for the most part, I thought really competed hard. He gave us a chance. Rob was in foul trouble most of the game, and I think that's a big thing for our guards right now, just understanding you got to play hard without fouling. There's way too many ticky-tack reach fouls, and there's also way too many fouls understanding the game and the situation that we're in with depth where, on a breakaway layup, you can't run in and smack a guy on the arm. You just can't. You got to let him make the shot, and at the end of the day, live so you have one foul rather than two, and we have to take you out. But we'll get better at it. This film's going to show us a lot about our toughness level on offense. I thought they blew us out of the water in the half court until maybe second half, last 8 minutes. And then there's going to be some things defensively that we're going to have to get better at in terms of as a team, whether it's defending the paint or obviously straight line guarding the ball, where at times I thought they got us. But it was a good game, and I'm disappointed that we lost. I also know this is something that can make us better.
Coach, two questions. First off, you mentioned Daniel Gafford, but the other young guys that Arkansas has, Isaiah Joe, Mason Jones, what did you see from them and how they played? And then secondly, just playing in Bud Walton, Indiana's never been here, the atmosphere and the environment here on the road.
Well, their young guys are very talented. They resemble Coach Anderson's style. I think Isaiah Joe will be one of the better shooters and scorers that will play here. He's got a great stroke. He's got a great future. Their young guys will grow into their system, and they'll be hard to deal with. Obviously, Daniel Gafford, having that guy inside where those guys can play around him is going to be an advantage. If you watch them play, they make one foul shot, they beat Texas. So I think they have a chance, obviously, to keep growing within their system, and they're going to be good. Second time here for me. Bud Walton Arena is one of the best arenas to play in. Very difficult environment, especially for them, the way they play. They really get them going. And it was good for us early to be able, especially in this first couple weeks of the season, to feel that, get hit in the mouth a little bit, and understand this is what it'll be like every single time we take the road from this point forward.
Archie, how concerning is it that they got a lot of the inside baskets, and what do you have to do to take that away?
Well, they're tough. Number one, he's a very good player. He's got tremendous size, and he's around the basket. but they have a very difficult system where they take away your help constantly with the way that they cut and move and screen. So as you're in help, you're losing shooters, and as you're in help as a screener, they're really going inside around them for round one. And, he did a good job today just being able to play on top of us. And we have to do a better job with our technique, and then we have to do a better job that when it does go in there, we can find a way to help a little bit better. And to be honest with you, this is the first time, we've seen that type of presence. So this will give us a little bit more information on what we need to do as we get ready to play more guys like him.
Coach Duran gave you 23 minutes tonight. I know part of that was because of the foul trouble with Juwan and some of the other guys, but as he's kind of playing his way into shape here, what did you like about what he was able to do tonight?
I thought he did a good job. I mean, he was in there. He obviously gave us 10 and 5 in 23 minutes. I think early in the game he got sped up a little bit. Thought late in the game he finished around the basket pretty good for us, but he gave us a big body that we needed. We weren't getting very much out of some other guys here tonight. We didn't get a whole lot. And when Juwan was in foul trouble, we really in the first half were negated with how we were having to play. Second half, I thought Duran gave us a presence and Juwan gave us a better presence. We got to get more consistency sort of out of the other guys, but that happens. Sometimes on the road it's not your day. But him being able to play 23 minutes is a good step. He's got to keep building his conditioning level, and I think as he gets better legs around him, he'll be able to give us another guy we can throw the ball into.